Welcome to Classic Game Room. It's a great day in space to show your love for the VECTREX with VECTREX Regeneration on the iPad. VECTREX Regeneration. It never went away. Why does it need to be regenerated? What a fabulous collection. It's VECTREX on your iPad. Download the app for free. It comes with Mindstorm, and then buy the games for a shelf filled with VECTREX awesomeness. Now, I'm not going to tell you that this is a replacement for the actual VECTREX, but it's a great tool for VECTREX owners and for those who have never invested in a VECTREX. The greatest, most underrated video game console ever created, released in 1982, the VECTREX still works like a champ, but they can be expensive. And even though the game library is relatively small, if you want to collect them with the overlays and boxes and instructions, that can also be pricey. VECTREX Regeneration is an enormous bargain. You get a nice pile of games, and the emulation quality is very good. Here's VECTREX Regeneration in the iCade being played next to the actual VECTREX. Now, I had my iPad screen set to auto brightness there, but the games look really vibrant and really good, as you see here with the direct HDMI output. We're watching Star Castle, and this is an example of a very expensive VECTREX game if you'd like to collect the real thing. How about Pole Position? As a VECTREX owner, I like that I can play games here and see if I like them enough to buy them in real life. Now, if you've been watching Classic Game Room for a while, you know I love the VECTREX. I think it's super cool, and there's some great games available for it. Games like Solar Quest and Mindstorm rock on the VECTREX with its cool vector graphics style, and VECTREX Regeneration does its best to recreate that, particularly when played with the iCade. If you don't have an iCade, there are on-screen controls and buttons, but like most games which were designed with a joystick in mind, it's best played with a joystick, but you can play them with touch-screen controls. How about some indie games like War of the Robots? There's still people making VECTREX games today because it's that awesome. Some of the things that make the VECTREX are the vector graphics, vertical screen, and of course the colorful overlays, all of which VECTREX Regeneration does a great job recreating. You can even remove the overlays if you'd like to enjoy your games in their native black and white glory. Now, that's attention to detail. The overall emulation quality is very good, but some of the games are not exactly the same, like Berserk, which is similar but not identical. Others like Scramble and Mindstorm look the same to me. Now, the actual VECTREX has an analog controller. The iCade does not, so games that require the analog controller aren't going to play the same on that thing, but the on-screen controls do have analog controls. Get it? Got it! Good. In short, it's VECTREX Regeneration. And while it's not a replacement for the almighty VECTREX, it honors the VECTREX by opening up the games to a wider audience at a reasonable price with lots of convenience, and I obviously recommend the iCade. I always do for games that support it. As I'm reviewing this, there's one pack of games out. I think there's more coming. VECTREX Regeneration, highly recommended. Long live the VECTREX, may it dominate the video game landscape for the next millennium.
VECTREX, le nouveau système vidéo indépendant. C'est un jeu génial, avec des bruits. Pas besoin de téléviseur. VECTREX, une console de jeu haute définition. Pour commencer, il y a un jeu incorporé et beaucoup d'autres pour les passionnés.